Okay, this is where we were not too long ago, Lake Reedsville Campground.
Last week.
Last week, at the time of the video, it was last week. And so, but this is a magnet that we got there. So if you stay at Lake Reedsville and you're one of these people like we are that collects magnets and all these magnets, and sometime we'll go through some of these magnets. We'll just pick one or two and just tell you the background on them, like Mothman. Where in the world did we get that one at, and how did that come about? And so that was an interesting journey. And so we were actually getting an install on the motorhome, but Finn and Kiki got a bath today right before we came.
And they loved it.
And they really loved it, especially the dryer. Boy, they love the dryer. And so Kiki is looking extra special. Look at her pose. She just knows she's pretty. And then Finn, of course, he'll just bite you. But at any rate, guys, we are at Richmond County. Richmond County, this is a new county. And Richmond County is right there. Right there. And what we're going to do is I got a pretty good bit of stuff to throw out at you guys. And we're going to be going through our site. And we're also going to tell you about this unique location that we're at. We are at Ellerby Springs Inn that has a campground. It's called Camp Henning. Camp Henning Campground. And this place has been around, what's the year on that? Was it 18
something.
1875 or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Well, it's been around a long time.
We'll find out on the next video.
Yeah, and we're going to have at least 2 more videos other than this one. One for our site, and then Sandra and I is going to do what we call a look-see. A look-see, and let you see what we see. And so be looking forward to those videos. You're really going to learn a lot of really neat things. And actually, a paranormal investigators came out. Ooh, we're going to talk about that too. And so be looking for those videos, guys. But let's go ahead
What's in the county?
Let's see what in the world is in this county. What's up with it? But I got a lot of neat information here, so let's go ahead and get started. Richmond County, the land area is 480 square miles. 480 square miles. The population in 2020 was 44,759. That's 44,759. Richmond County, located in the Piedmont region in the southern North Carolina. Now, for you guys that don't know, the North Carolina is broken up into 3 major areas. You got the coastal areas, the Piedmont, and you got the mountain. Those are the 3 main areas. There are some other, like the Sand Hills, but we'll talk about those when we get into counties, more into those areas. But it was formed in 1779 from Anson County. And for those of you that are not aware of that, Anson County and Rowan County took up most of the state way back in its heyday. And so if you'll look on the map here, or look on the screen, I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. If you'll see, Anson County and Rowan County took up most of the state. And so this county here was formed from Anson County, and was named after Charles Lennox, the 3rd Duke of Richmond. Early inhabitants of the area included the Seraw or Cheraw Indians, followed by the Highland Scot, German, Scot-Irish, and English settlers. Rockingham, the county seat, was established in 1779 as Richmond Courthouse. The name was changed in 1785 to honor Charles Watson Wentworth, the Marquis of Rockingham, who maintained friendly relations with the American colonies during the Revolution. Other communities in the county include Hamlet, Ellerby. I'm going to try to pronounce this. It's Gio, Gio, or Io, It's interesting. Anybody knows how to pronounce that, let me know. But it's GHIO. Cordova and Hoffman. Notable physical features of the county include several lakes, as well as the PD River, Seaburn Spring, and Naked. It's a place called Naked. That's Naked. Do you know, I tried to find information out about that. Naked.
About naked?
I couldn't find anything. Every time I looked it up online, it kept telling me of places where people go naked. But other than that, kind of your nudist colonies.
Oh, I have something to say.
What?
You said the Marquis of Whitworth?
Yeah.
That's what Rockingham County was named after, and that's where we were last week.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. Our last trip, we were in Rockingham County.
Which is nowhere near here, but Rockingham County and apparently the Rockingham town are both named after that guy.
Yeah, it's wild. And they're in, different areas.
Both ends of both.
Yeah.
Top and the bottom of the state.
Yeah, exactly. Right here is Richmond County, and
Rockingham is that square one up at the top.
Rockingham is the one that's a perfectly square one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And Rockingham County, and then you got Richmond here. And so, but at any rate, the North Carolina Motor Speedway in Rockingham, known locally as The Rock. And that's for you guys that have a little bit of Mount Airy or Mayberry background. Barney called the jail The Rock. Mm-hmm. And so, but any rate, there's no affiliation with this here as far as Mayberry or anything. But they call it The Rock. And the only reason I could think of that they called it The Rock because it was in Rockingham.
Yeah.
And so that's one thing I can think of. So you guys that are into racing and race cars and stuff, if you know any history on why they called it The Rock, just let me know. But at any rate, was an important center for auto racing for decades, hosting NASCAR's AC Delco 200 Busch Grand National Race and the AC Delco 400 Winston Cup race, and bringing thousands of visitors annually to the county. The track held its last race in February 2004. County cultural institutions include the Natural Railroad Museum and Hall of Fame, the Rankin Museum of American and Natural History, and the Richmond County Community Theater, and the Richmond County Community Concert. Hamlet was coined the hub of the seaboard back in its heyday, and Ellerby have historic districts with many historic houses. The county also hosts a number of annual events such as the Seaboard Festival Day and the Rankin Museum Festival. They also have the Hamlet Depot and Museums located in one of the only Victorian Queen Anne train stations in North Carolina. The Hamlet Depot serves as an active passenger depot as well as home to the Hamlet Depot and Museums. Now, I'll say this. We would have gone there. I was actually planning on going by there and visiting that area, but it would have been a 1-hour commute to go there and back. And due to gas prices, that's the only reason I didn't do it. That's the only reason I didn't do it. And so, but you guys remember this, the Hamlet and the Hamlet Depot and Museums. Google that and check it out. I tell you what, I'm going to post a picture of it, even as I speak, of what it looks like. Take a look at this place. It's very, very, very unique, of how of what it looks like. And so that's what they call, the, Queen Anne, what would I say? The Victorian Queen Anne train station. And so very unique looking. Okay. Richmond County produces agricultural goods such as cotton, peaches, and other fruits, corn, tobacco, vegetables, and soybeans. Manufactured products include textiles and apparel, wood moldings, furniture, plastic closures, poultry processing, and steel fabricators. In 2004, Richmond County's population was estimated to be 46,400. And so 2020, it was 44,759. So it had lost a few thousand people. Okay, now this is a few more notes about the Rockingham Speedway. The Rockingham Speedway. It opened, guess what? On what day? Halloween. Oh. It opened on Halloween Day in 1965. The capacity of that place is 34,500. 34,500. The track was used often for television and movie filming. I tried to find out the movies that were filmed there, but I couldn't find anything. Former names for that speedway was called the North Carolina Motor Speedway from 1965 to 1996, the North Carolina Speedway from 1997 to 2007, and of course they nicknamed it The Rock. And of course we are at Camp Henning, and we are located on the same property as the Ellerby Springs Inn and the restaurant that they have. Now, currently, this restaurant and the inn is currently closed. They have just sold it. They have just sold it this month. They closed on it June 1st, and we are here June 14th. 14th. And so we met the new owners. It's a mother and daughter. And so they are very nice, very cordial. And so be looking for the videos that we talk about our campsite and the site alone as it is. We're going to talk more about this Camp Henning. And of course, we're going to go through a bunch of stuff on Ellerby Springs Inn and the restaurant. A lot of real neat information. And so is there anything that you can think of that I missed? That was quite a bit of information.
That was a lot of information. It's beautiful out here.
It is actually gorgeous.
It's really pretty.
The weather.
The weather is.
It was well. I'll tell you right now. It's definitely hot. Mm-hmm. It's definitely hot. They were calling for it to be 102 degrees today. Mm-hmm. 102, y'all.
It didn't get quite that hot.
It didn't get that hot, but they were. I think tomorrow they were saying it was going to be 101. Mm-hmm. So we are definitely supposedly on a very hot week, but they. I think we had a storm come through back in Rowan County, and it dropped the temperatures down over 20 degrees. Absolutely just amazing. And but other than that, guys, it was a long video. We had a lot to throw at you, and so be looking for those next couple videos if they haven't posted already. And we're going to be trying to plan out while we're here our next destination. And so, but as you can see, we have definitely been seeing the east side of the west side of North Carolina for the most part. We've been in the Piedmont and the mountains, the areas. That's where we've been at most of our trips here. And so but at any rate, we are definitely going to get into the west side of the east side of North Carolina in the future. And so, but where it will be, we have no idea. You guys take care. Bye-bye. Bye.